good news is that you have left the beginner stage where you're struggling with how to place a trade, what is Forex, all those basic, which broker should I use and which prop firm. You're actually now trading, which is progress. But the question that is disturbing you is, how can you be consistent? How can you be successful? How can you be like Kunle and Emeka, making it, living the dream life? I got you covered. When it comes to trading, the first question you want to have an answer to is not how much am I going to make, or how much will I make just like Kunle or Emeka. No. The first question you want to have an answer to is, how much am I risking? And when you want to risk, out of your whole capital, are you risking 1% of your capital per day, or are you risking 1 or 2% of your capital per trade? That is the first question you want to ask. The truth is that if you have built a good trading style, a good risk management and trade management system, and you have a good control of your emotions, you can't always control your emotions very well, but at least you have a good trading habits, good habits in general, you would be consistent, you would be successful in this business. Like it's generally said, the money follows a good system. So successful traders are more worried about risk management, knowing that their system is just going to give them money. But if they are not disciplined about their risks, they will lose or they would crash their account. Discipline and patience. Now, because you have not been disciplined to stick to rules, especially when it comes to risk management, and you have not been patient to work on your emotions, I'm sure you don't have a trading journal, and you think that trading journal is something you should keep in your head. Nope. A journal is something you have written down. You need to know how many trades you have taken, what is your win rate, know what is working and keep repeating what is working. Know what your weakness is and keep working on minimizing that weakness. Your goal is 3 months. Just keep doing what is working and keep working on what is not working, if you get what I mean. But generally, it has nothing to do with strategy. All strategies always have winners and losers. You just have to keep building on that same strategy. It is not the strategy, it is you. That is the problem. You need to find out, why are you losing? Simple way that I do is that when I review my trades after 100 trades, I keep asking myself, what session am I good at? And it still boils down to the New York session. That's for me. But sometimes I find myself still trading the London session. So the same thing goes with my trading journal for review, is that I need to keep working with my strengths, play with the game where I am strongest at, then where I'm weak at, stop doing dumb shit. And if I can keep at this progress, the chances of me winning, the chances of me getting better, the chances of me getting towards my goal, being successful, is just a stepping stone. It just makes me more patient, more disciplined, and just keep following my rules. The truth is that you could be struggling with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can be struggling with 1,000 problems. I don't know your problem, but in summary, you can call those problems and summarize it into 3. You're trying to flip an account. You have the wrong mindset about trading, and you have no discipline or patience when it comes to trading. Now let's start with the first problem. You are trying to flip your account because you are thinking of Emeka that is cashing out and living the lifestyle. Now the problem with this is that you have no idea or the right mindset about trading. And the first problem is capital. So when you have a small capital, your first bad habit starts immediately, flipping the account so that you can make money fast. And when you have that bad habit, it just leads to more trading habits that are worse than just what you're thinking. Yes, far worse. Let's not digress. When we talk about small accounts, we're not talking about $100, $200, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Those are small accounts. And when you use large lot size, one standard lot size, without any knowledge of what you are risking, yes, you can always win. You can win 5 trades in a row. But when you lose, you literally lose all what you have gained just at once. Or you can even lose the whole account. And that's where the next bad habit comes in: revenge trading. When it comes to overtrading, you don't want your emotions to take over your trading process. I understand the pain of losing money or missing out on a trade, but you don't want that revenge trading or fear of missing out, FOMO, to take over your trading process. If you've missed a trade or if you've taken a loss, stick to your plan. Wait for another opportunity to develop. If another opportunity does not develop that day, call it a day. Or if your trading journal says you're only going to risk 2% of your account, then split the risks into 1% each. Take the first trade. If it turns out negative, take the next trade. If it turns out good or bad, just stick to what your trading journal says. You don't want to be going beyond what your maximum risk is, because it's only end up blowing your account. What you want to do is fight that habit or resist that urge of trying to trade even when you know you should. This is having a clear plan. Be consistent with it for at least 3 months so that you can understand what you can work with. Know that you need to have a time frame for trading. Not all time frames will be your time frame. Understand that you have to have a trading schedule. Understand that you have to be consistent with following that trading schedule, consistent with your entry criteria, consistent with your own type of trading style. You also need to have good risk management habits. 1% risk or 2% risk max. You should also know when your emotions are getting the best of you, when to walk out. You also need to know your expectations. You also need to know your fears, your greed. Those are the process that you need to go through. And when you find out, okay, this is my style, just be consistent with it. The battle will be you always trying to change. But understand that once you find out what is working, just be consistent with it. There is no other way than just taking those small wins and keep growing with it. The big wins will come in once in a while, but those small wins, keep growing with them.